Again?
Don't forget, it's Millette.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful
Tuesday. It's like a fall foliage Tuesday here, only our fall foliage doesn't change colors like it does in the rest of the United States.
fall foliage.
Fall foliage.
Wow, this is going to be some show today.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
See what happens when you walk? Somehow I get the energy like, it's like,
No, you've
you know,
been like this since the beginning of the week because of the patch lady over here, and you've been a little bit up there somewhere.
I know, I actually slept last night.
But to all of chagrin, it's kind of better when you're tired.
10:15, I gotta tell you, out until my alarm rolled off at 6 o'clock this morning.
I don't make it past 11. Yesterday was no exception.
I texted someone yesterday, like 6:45. I waited to text them, and she says to me, "Is this the radio world?" She's the doctor I go to. I'm going back to my little physician world where I can sleep and actually see patients at 9. Like, not this world. Got to go. Things to do.
Well, I watched that NFL game last night. What a sleeper that thing was. So I was out by, I don't know, first quarter.
Bad game, you said, huh? Oh my gosh. What can I say? I didn't watch your Jets game at all.
It's not the Jets game. It was the Chargers game. It wasn't. The Jets didn't even show up last night. But that's a different animal. They should have put them as a cartoon.
Well, it's a good thing. I was going to say thank you so much for that segue,
You like that
because I'm
segue?
really excited that we've got the
I just
creators.
don't know the names, but
Don't forget,
Cartoon?
it's Millette. We've got Zachary
could I
Millette
forget?
and Ali Biacco joining us on the next set. They are the creators and founders and everything that put forth on the Sunday Fun Day with ESPN Toy Story. And that, if you haven't seen it, we're going to play a little clip for you in a few minutes. But wow, what a way to watch football, to expand your audience, to expand your reach, to get kids involved, and then people like me. And there you go. It was so unbelievable to watch this game that even I was rooting for everybody. Didn't matter who won, it was just watching
you
it
know,
there.
the funny thing about all this, I'm the one that brought it up.
I know, and then you didn't have access to it.
And I didn't have access. I have access. I got access, but I didn't have access. But I'm the one that brought it up, and they're all looking at me like I've lost my mind. I says, it's going to be Toy Story football, Jacksonville and Atlanta.
It was brilliant.
It was very brilliant, but you laughed. Everybody laughed. They thought I made it up. I didn't make it up.
Brilliant. I turned it on, I'm watching Slinky Dog measure the yardage, and I've got Bo Peep and separate commentators in Andy's
so
room.
hold on.
and-
So
oh
you
my
know the
gosh.
names of all those toys?
Of course.
You know the names?
Yes.
Okay.
You do not?
No, it's a dog with a slinky on it.
Oh
A
my
slinky
gosh.
dog. And
Buzz Lightyear, Woody, all of them.
Sure, I knew them all.
They were my son's favorite growing up, and anyone that has kids of that generation that are now in their late 20s, early 30s, grew up with Andy and Andy's room. So when Andy went to college, because Andy grew up with the kids, was Aaron's freshman year at University of Florida.
A college kid going to see.
So we're at
Toy
the
Story.
dorm room, and I'm thinking, he's got this, no worries. He'd already done summer session. We move him in for fall, and that Sunday night, you know, when you move your kids in, you get ready to leave, Toy Story 3 comes on, and Andy goes to college. He's going to make me cry already. And he's like, do you really have to go? And I'm thinking, are you really going to do this to me? Because Toy Story 3
Did you
is
go to the
playing.
movies to watch 1, 2, and 3?
I must have. They didn't have it
You
at home.
must have. You don't recognize, you don't remember?
Well, it was before the time when we had streaming, so we had to have seen it in the movies.
So did you go?
Sure.
You need another patch, is what you
I got to tell you, but when you can bring back old memories with new memories, and then they take the technology and blend it into the greatest game on earth except for your team, it's a win-win.
Ouch.
That's what you told me. You were
Little-
done.
Little soon. Little too soon
Oh,
for
you're
that.
back to the
Ouch.
Jets. All
Yeah.
right. You can't ever forget.
Anyway, moving on. But yes, I want to take full credit for acknowledging that I'm the one that told you guys it was happening. I did not know it was happening on ESPN Plus, which
I know,
I
I
do
couldn't
not
get it.
have. So I had to pirate it.
But I got it on
other
Disney.
than that, it was okay.
But also what was brilliant about it, not only was it on ESPN Plus, it was on Disney Plus. So if you could access Disney Plus, which of course I was this, Disney family, I was able to access it on that. But not ESPN Plus. So talk about marketing and strategy that you could get to all the different demographics by different channels, different everything.
No, the marketing genius of this is you don't watch football, but you will watch cartoon football.
So we're going to talk about that.
And you will learn the players' names, and you will learn their positions. She says the slinky dog. What is it? It measures for the first down. You see, you
And
don't
then the
even
claw.
you don't even follow football, but you watch. It's brilliant to get women like you to watch.
Right? Women, kids. You talk about expanding your network and your viewership and teaching other people about the game. Brilliant. Not just technologically
amazed.
amazing, but brilliant
I just
marketing.
realized their brilliance in this is. You guys watch NFL football? You like football? You have a favorite team? Which is your favorite team?
Well, I grew up watching the Bears, so naturally I had to root for the Bears, even though I know you're giving me that look.
The
I don't know
Bears.
The
if you should
Bears.
say the Bears. But
The
yeah, maybe
Bears.
they'll win a game someday.
She's my favorite.
I think she's everyone's favorite. She's the go-to at Black Box, Boca Black Box.
Randy, you like football?
I'm not a great big fan. I prefer live entertainment over football.
Well, I got you. I was about to say they do play live, but entertainment is.
We got Boca Black Box in the house. We've got our patch queen back in the house, seeing how she can help you alleviate. You know what I realized? Some of the patches that we got for joy, I guess there are people in here that needed some joy because they're gone also.
I don't blame me. You left them out here.
not
They
know.
walked out the door because there was a doctor in here. John was in here. Rip, right out the door. So
Find your joy. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk some ESPN Sunday Fun Day Football, Boca Black Box, and more to come. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Ant Media Productions proudly announces Music Nights. We invite you to a 2-night concert event, November 10th and December 1st, starring J.C. Dreesen with her Salute to the Veterans. And True Rumors, the greatest Fleetwood Mac tribute band on the land. For more information and to grab your tickets, head over to events.am2.tv. That is events.am2.tv, and don't be late.
AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, Listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina, along with spokesman Rob. So, Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions, and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone. Call now.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Did you know, I won't trip you up on this one, today is National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day.
After that game last night, everything's bittersweet.
But I thought you still liked them, though.
Like who?
Gosh, forget, you're like Monday night quarterbacking.
I'm going to root for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You should.
Because they're in cartoon land.
You should. So I'm very excited that we get to bring over these guests. We've got our producer, Royce Rubin, in the studio. And I don't even know how Royce decided that we should reach out to Zach Millett and Ali Biocco. But somehow she said, I reached out to them for ESPN Sunday Fun Day Football, and they agreed to an interview. So, Royce, what even made you do this? Not easy enough, Freddie said. Gosh, the power of Freddie said. How you like that? Making my eye twitch.
I swear to God, we're taking patches off of you. It's just craziness.
So
we'll
Freddie
explain what
said-
all that means later.
You want to do the introductions?
Toy Story football contributors Zach Millett and Ali Biocco.
Ali Biocco and Zach, don't forget, it's Millett joining us all the way from beautiful Connecticut and New York. Welcome, you two.
Thanks for having us, Royce. Thanks for having us, Dawn and Freddie.
It is such a pleasure. I have to ask you guys, how did you even think about this concept of not only expanding your viewership, right? Forget women and just commercials, but now you've got the kids involved, and moms now have to explain it to their kids, and the whole Toy Story theme. How did you come up with this whole idea?
Yeah, well, I think just Zach and I, both being on the innovation team, we're constantly looking for new and exciting technology to experiment with and to bring to ESPN. And so about roughly 2 years ago, and all credit to Zach, he was introduced to Beyond Sports, who is the company behind this volumetric broadcast technology. And we immediately just recognized the exciting potential to harness this technology for innovative projects. So after a lot of discussions with Beyond Sports and internal teams throughout ESPN and Disney, we began doing some closed circuit tests during NHL games. So hockey was actually the first sport we experimented with. And these tests they met all of our goals of, reduced latency, ensuring that production setup is turnkey and, easy for our side to use and implement. So because of how well all these tests went, we decided we were ready for a live execution. So our first one was the NHL Big City Greens Classic, which happened in March. And this was during the Rangers versus Capitals game. And so the football concept with Toy Story Fun Day Football, which is what we're here to talk about today, was really just building off of that initial execution because it was so successful. We had such great coverage in the media and such good sentiment, public sentiment reaction. So we were really excited to just continue scaling this, continue growing it, and then obviously being able to partner with the NFL for something like this is super special.
But Zach, how do you even execute an idea? Because we all know ideas are ideas, right, until they get executed. This is huge. This wasn't even on tape delay. This was live.
It's a great question, Dawn. So it definitely takes a full village to innovate. It takes a full village to produce these broadcasts. And we had to use all of our creative studio, production, NFL, Pixar. A number of parties had to buy in to execute this. And trust me, there was plenty of planning. Allie mentions 2 years. There was months and months of tests and dress rehearsals and different tweaks that we went through with the production team. So we had to continuously refine and make sure that this was the best and most compelling product that we could put out there by the time we got to October 1st.
And what was your goal? I know it's fun, but for ESPN, Disney, Pixar, to pick football, even to pick hockey, why animation? Why are you looking at that? What are you looking to do?
Yeah, it's a great question, Don. So we're primarily we came across this idea for fan-facing innovation at ESPN. We serve the fan anytime, anywhere, and we thought it was important to serve the fan with cutting-edge technology, and the volumetric technology and motion capture technology that we now have deployed across a couple programs is something we wanted to bring to fans. Secondly, and probably the most salient point, is we wanted to engage with new audiences and create excitement around an event that is important to us. The NFL is one of our most prized rights holders, and we had a game early Sunday, October 1st, that's outside of the traditional Monday Night Football games. And we wanted to make sure that people were aware of this game and they got up early to watch this game. And I heard a little bit of your lead-in. It was also to make sure somebody like Freddie wanted to watch the game from the beginning until the very end, and he wouldn't tune out.
I got to tell you, because women watched it, kids watched it, everybody was curious to watch this thing. What I'm amazed at is how close to real time you guys got it. Oh my goodness gracious! Now I've been doing. I don't do animation. They do animation, and I've asked them this question. But I've been doing radio television now for 18 years. When I first came out, nobody ever heard of radio television. Nobody. Everybody says radio is radio and TV is TV. So we're the only radio that you can actually see. Because back in the day, I went to the NFL. I went to Major League Baseball. And they said no, because nobody watched sports on your phone. And they asked me to leave the office. And look at the technology has come such a long way. I am fascinated by the fact that you did it real time. You did it without a glitch. Because in these productions, what people don't understand is that sometimes things go wrong. You know, sometimes you have a hiccup here or there. But my goodness gracious, it was unbelievable. Because when I saw it, I was amazed.
How did they do it? Did your players were there cameras all around the stadium? I mean, I know you can't tell us how you did it, but were the players wearing equipment? Was it surrounded the stadium? How did you get all the movements?
Yeah, great question. So and I can explain it in layman's terms because that's all I really understand. There's more sophisticated people who understand this better. But we utilize the code from NFL, next-gen stats, and codes that are generated from the players that are wearing sensors. To your point, Don, they're wearing sensors across the pads and across their bodies. Those sensors create code, and that code can be through a vendor, or great vendor Beyond Sports within the Sony Sports family, takes that code to output it into volumetric technology. So in the studio, we can actually see the incoming code in 100s, ones, and then we're actually able to watch our vendor work to turn that code into volumetric renderings that are supposed to reenact what's happening on the field. So it's a lot of testing. It continues to be refined. To your point, Freddie, it's going to get better and better, and that's the most exciting part of what's going to happen in the future with these sort of technologies.
Allie, why Toy Story?
Well, I think to your guys' point at the beginning of the call, I think Toy Story is it's a generational movie. Everyone, all ages, male, female, everyone loves it. And so I think we got a lot of really great attention after what we did with Big City Greens, which for those who don't know, that's one of Disney's most popular animated series. So we got a lot of attention when we approached Pixar about potentially using one of their IPs for this game. They suggested the idea of of Toy Story, and we saw like this amazing opportunity to combine the NFL and Toy Story, two obviously huge brands, and to be able to do this game and execute it's really special because you're just combining two amazing brands, and then you're also just reaching such like a large range of audiences because obviously kids love Toy Story and the animation, but like we said, so do adults. So it was the perfect match.
Did you have a whole team just coming up with the ideas for the content? It was just, besides the animation, right, and the players moving, the way you had it in Andy's room and everything was on the grassy field and the toys and how everything happened, you have a whole nother team doing that?
We do. We have a incredible team on the ESPN side that's ESPN Creative Studios, headed up by Tina Thornton. Directly on this project, we had Spike and Sparky, VP and Senior Director of Creative Studio, just thinking about where this game should take place, what sort of integration should take place. Should Slinky Dog be the first down line? Should the Claw, perfectly. Should the Claw move the ball? Should we have other integrations from Toy Story characters? And they helped build a lot of the graphics and a lot of the things you see on this screen right here, with Pixar working hand in hand with them to make sure that the graphics looked had integrity based on what's been in Toy Story movies before.
I got to tell you, it fascinates me. It really, really does, because the technology that you guys are doing is amazing. But I got to ask, now that you've done it, and you want to perfect it, what's going to be next? What are you going to do with this technology next?
I can go first, and Allie, I'd love you to supplement this, but one of the most beautiful things here, Freddie, is that once you are in a digitally recreated environment, you all of a sudden can have a viewpoint anywhere in that digital universe. So now we can actually look inside a helmet, we can look inside a NHL goalie viewpoint, and we can act like we're the ball. We can have a camera as if we were inside the ball. So I think that's a huge direction that we're considering, is what other viewpoints can we bring to life that fans have never seen for within perspectives of a game before. And then I think it's also, we are very, very lucky to be a part of the Walt Disney Company, where we are the worldwide leader in intellectual property, and we want to figure out other ways we can bring that IP to life and bring that to life through sports.
Did both of you, we have a lot of college interns, and now they're in grad school, that run our studio and our production house. When you all went through your internships, and Allie, you were huge in lacrosse, huge. Did you ever think you would be in a project like this, in animation and Disney and ESPN, when you were both in school?
No, definitely not. Coming out of college, I always knew I wanted to work in the sports industry, so getting a job at ESPN was obviously a dream come true, but definitely never saw myself, being able to do such cool and groundbreaking new things, and just being able to work with all the amazing tech vendors who make it all possible, and then also just the creative teams across ESPN. It's been amazing.
I think they should put you as one of the next commentators when you do like a lacrosse game.
Yeah, hopefully we could see if this tech can scale lacrosse. That could be our next project.
Because you went right from lacrosse into doing this. So kids that are in school and pursuing their love of sports, and maybe they don't go to the next level, you recommend going into this type of field? Because I've got animators that would love right now to jump into the TV and be taken away into your metaverse.
Yeah, for sure. I am on the business side, so all credit to our creative studio team who's actually doing the animation, but even just being able to work with them day to day and brainstorm creative ideas has been amazing. And just being so close to a project like this, no matter what team you're on, it's great.
It's interesting because the business side of this thing is still a business. You
Sure.
still have to do something with the technology. The technology gets better and it's amazing. I remember when I went to Orlando and I came back and I was all hyped up because I wanted to do something animation with us in studio. And everybody told me it couldn't be done. And I'm sitting there watching this game. And I says, it can't be done. I still remember, was it about a year and a half ago?
Well, think about what kind of budget you must have. Well, this was all a partnership with the ESPN, NFL, Disney, Pixar. Was this a whole collaborative partnership?
Oh, collaborative in every spirit of the word. movement that we made on production, every discussion we had of how the game would be shot was done with NFL in mind and Pixar in mind, and we had just endless calls where we talked about the creative direction we wanted to go, and they were everybody was fully on board with creating something innovative, special that families would really enjoy.
Well, did your kids enjoy it?
I was in the control room at the time, so by the time I got it for the first half, by the time I got home, only my parents were watching. So I'm actually not, I can't confirm or deny how they liked it, but I think my wife said that they were proud of me. So whatever that means.
So let me ask about the control room, because we were talking about it here the next day. You had a separate control room because you had separate commentators and announcers that did the Pixar version versus the regular game. Where were they? They were somewhere in real time on a green screen?
Yeah, they were actually one floor above where the control room was. So the control room had about 20 folks that are working on the graphics package and directing and bringing in the music. And then upstairs, there was a green screen, and our announcers were wearing motion capture suits. So they were actually wearing suits that had sensors all across their body, and they were just up in Bristol. So even though the game was over in London, you're seeing Booger right there. He was right above us, one floor up in Bristol Studio 2.
That's incredible.
I got to tell you, they picked the right team to head this thing. You know, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, invested time, money, and energy. The companies invested time, money, and energy. You guys must be spectacular in the business, and the product shows it. Amazing. I mean, I am floored that you pulled it off. You did it live. They picked the game overseas. The numbers on NFL football have been up this year tremendously. So everybody has seen this thing one way or the other. I mean, Missy over here doesn't even know football. All of a sudden, she's talking about the markers and the placing of the ball, and she knows the players on the field. All of that came to become aware because you took the game to a different viewpoint.
I mean, think they even had the building blocks, right? The alphabet blocks as the goal line, as the goalpost. It's just brilliant. Your creative team.
Yep.
The technology was spectacular, but the creative team on top of it, how you put all of these pieces together and 4 companies working together and synergy to bring this to fruition after 2 years, it was just remarkable.
The attention to detail was something I feel like is unmatched at the Walt Disney Company, and I'm glad fans like you guys were able to see it. I'm just hoping, Freddie, you mentioned the business side. I'm hoping we turned you into an ESPN Plus subscriber from this whole exhibition.
Agreed. I got to tell you, in this house, in this studio, we're a think tank of creatives, and we have pushed the envelope to have all of these kids come in here because we don't look at them as interns. We look at them as producers. And that's what they are. And that young lady that put this thing together, she knows no boundaries. You tell her, go do it, and she doesn't realize anything. Wheelchair or not, she's going to go get it done. So it's a tribute. It's like you're the flag of everything we stand for in creativeness. It is unbelievable what you guys did. I'm floored by it. I'm so proud to have met you.
Oh, my gosh, what an honor.
And to show this thing, it's our honor for something you've chased and accomplished. You know, you gotta sort of tip your hat and take a bow because what you guys did was outstanding.
We really appreciate it. We'll spread that sentiment across the around 100 people that were associated with this, and we're proud to be able to ones to talk about it. And I'm excited for you guys to get to see more in the future.
We would love to. What's coming up next? What's in the think tank? What's the next type of, I know you can't tell us that, but next sport, next event, gymnastics, I don't know.
Yeah, I wish I was clear to mention exactly what's next. I can tell you it's exciting and it continues to push the envelope, and there will be more. I mean, one of the beauties is there's code across a lot of our major leagues, and the vendors we work with have tested with other sports. So we'll take your suggestion about Allie doing a lacrosse game back, and we'll add that to the mix. But we're continuing to think of other ones that we're going to iterate on.
Allie, what's your advice for interns looking to get into the field?
I would say just definitely stay right into the sports media industry. I would also just say definitely don't think you're underqualified for anything. Shoot your shot. If I had known that I would be doing projects like this, I probably maybe would have been a little bit scared away from applying to a job like this, being afraid that maybe I don't have a tech background or, et cetera. But once you're in the position, there's just so much room for growth, and you have such great mentors above you. Like, I'm lucky to have Zach taking me along for all of this. So definitely just chase. Don't ever sell yourself short, I would say.
Chase your dreams. Zach and Allie, thank you so much for joining us. What a pleasure.
Thank you guys so much. Best
Enjoy.
wishes.
Thank you. Have a happy holiday season. Thank you again.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Amazing.
Wow. Royce, fantastic job. Nice production work. What do you think?
It's so funny because we had done a show. We talked about this game coming up. And then she comes back a couple of days later and says, oh, by the way, we're interviewing them. I thought it was a joke. I said, what? And she says, yep, I got them on there, and I set up the interview. It took a couple of weeks, but my goodness gracious.
They're
what an
terrific.
accomplishment.
Thank you. She's got the greatest outlook.
I'm going to tell you, hey, don't put that kid, nobody puts baby in the corner, as they say.
Wow.
She's amazing.
Nice job. So more information, just check it out. We'll keep you filled in as much as we can. But Zach and Allie, thank you for sharing all your expertise. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back,
talk to Black
some
Box?
more theater. We got Black Box,
Black
in,
Box
the
in the
house.
house.
Black Box Boca. It's a mouthful. BB, see? Boca. More to
Okay,
come.
we have to take some patches out of this
Stay
one.
tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, so I don't ever want to hear it ain't doable to turn us into animation, because everybody laughed at me.
No, they told you it couldn't be done.
It couldn't be done. So far, every time they tell me it can't be done, it gets done.
You texted our crew one Saturday morning and said you wanted a 30-minute animated something.
Exactly what they did with the football
And they all
field in
told
here.
you it could not be done.
Oh my God, they stood up there in line to scream at
But
me.
they've got 100 people working with them.
I'm not saying to do it, I'm saying can it be done? See, the question was, can you do it? Can you do it?
Everything can be done.
Now everything could be done. See that? Randy, you see that? I mean, you do this 9, 10 years, now everything could be done. But back then in the day, they were screaming at me, it can't be done.
But I'm excited that we've got Boca Black Box in the house.
It's been a while.
We've got Randy and Hannah. I've never met them in person. I've been to Boca Black Box. I got to go to see one of the psychic shows. Gosh, it's been 6-8 months already. And then we played phone tag for a while. And then I think Teddy went over and you guys were out. And when Grace called, she said, Randy's coming over. We thought this was a great opportunity to meet Boca Black Box and really embrace our community together, because what you do, we don't do. What we do, you don't do. So why not bring the two pieces together, right? We're stronger together.
It's an icon in the community. So welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having us, but I have just one complaint. Why are we following Slinky Dog?
I don't know. It's probably a good lead-in, though, right? Think about the numbers, the ratings.
I'm going to see. But yeah, do you think we can get Slinky Dog booked at the Black Box?
Maybe. We could try.
All right, we can put him on stage.
We could
gotta
try.
get him an act, though.
Definitely get him an act. How long has Boca Black Box been in Boca?
We've been there 8 years. We just started our 9th year in August. So
Congratulations.
It's been a long ride.
Right, and in the middle of that, we all had COVID.
Right.
But you guys stayed through the pandemic, through theaters, through people not going out. Boca Black Box held its own and continued to grow.
I'm going to have to tell you, yeah, it was a difficult choice. I wanted to quit so many times, but I had this one employee I couldn't get rid of. Every day she showed up during COVID, and I said, listen, everybody else abandoned ship. Why are you still here? She told me, well, I want to make sure I have a job when this is all over. And because of her, we kept the doors open.
Wow.
Because she kept showing up.
It's hard, right? It's hard to do it on your own. You need that second voice to say, this is why we're here, this is what we do, this is the reason.
Well, that's my second voice sitting right next
And
to me.
there she is.
She's the second voice, so.
Thank you for having me.
What inspired you to create or to open Boca Black Box?
Stupidity. Stupidity. I was like divorced, semi-retired, I wasn't doing anything, and I said, you know what, let me go create some chaos somehow. And I was doing some stand-up comedy around town. I said, you know what, I'm just going to open up a club where we could do music and comedy. And that's how it happened, just as simply as that. Happened over a cup of coffee on a day that I was sitting there and was very bored.
Isn't it fun? It's kind of how you created it. Well, the precursor to this.
Something like
Kind of like Wicked, the precursor to the Wizard of Oz. What is it with guys over a cup of coffee and a dare? And they do. I'm telling you, it's not the girl gene, it's a guy thing.
Well, I was
Similar story, right?
I was challenged $50 that I couldn't do a radio show at
Beasley?
At 1470 Beasley. And I went into the studio and I did the worst show you've ever seen. Probably like the Jets yesterday, the worst show you ever seen. But I did it. And I told the guy, okay, give me the money. And he gave me the money. He says, why don't we do this permanently? I said, you're out of your mind. But sometimes the best ideas are the ones that you least expect. And Black Box, I've known so many people that have been there. They talk about it. You are an icon in the community. Everybody, all the way from West Palm Beach with Centron and these guys, everybody's been there one time or another.
Well, Freddie, it didn't start out that way. You know, we started out, we didn't know what to expect. But what has evolved is Boca Black Box is a community inside of a community. Because during a show, like during intermission, Kings Point will talk to Century Village, and Bellagio West will talk to Bellagio East. And it's just like everybody comes together. I think intermission is our favorite time of the show because everybody gets up and they start socializing. And of course, they visit the bar, so I mean, that doesn't hurt either.
No, well, that was a great addition. Did you always have a bar?
No, we had beer and wine for the first 7 years, and then we just decided to get a liquor license. And then 2 weeks later, we got shut down for COVID. So it was like, my timing was off.
How long were you closed for COVID at any point?
We had to close I think we were closed for 7 or 8 months.
Wow.
According to this, we weren't allowed to open until October. I think we shut down in March.
So Hannah, what kept you going? Because it wasn't like 7 days or 7 weeks, 7 or 8 months to be shut down.
Long time.
Well, I know that we did like the streaming, which wasn't great, ran into a lot of problems. But I think that Black Box provides something very special. We're only 300 seats strong, but Randy and I work tirelessly to provide shows that you really wouldn't think that you would see at a 300-seat theater. So I think the specialness and the uniqueness of each show, that definitely keeps us going every day, no matter sort of what challenges we're facing.
And the diversity. I mean, you could come to the Boca Black Box on Tuesday, see micro wrestling. On Wednesday, see a jazz show. Thursday, see a national comedian. Friday, see a national band. And then Saturday, come to see a doo-wop show. And then we finish Sunday with something even more exciting. So the diversity keeps our community going also and keeps our doors from staying open.
It's funny you said that. We had someone come in and said we were going to, here's your list of events.
Yeah, so you can see there we have Dan Sperry. He's like a shock illusionist. And then we have David Clark's All About Joel. It's a great tribute. And then the Las Vegas Edward Twins are coming this week as well. They won Show of the Year last year. And then international jazz pianist Keiko Matsui will be here, which is huge for her to be at a small venue like ours.
I was going to say, how did you get Keiko Matsui?
Because we're just that darn good.
I can't divulge
we can't tell you.
But I got to tell you, you've got some amazing. I'm looking at the.
Let me explain something to you. This is just this week.
That's just the week.
That is a week's
That's
worth
just
of
a week.
shows
This
you're
is
seeing
just
right
November. Just this week.
Just this 1 week. Yeah, we run sometimes 12 shows a week. We're looking at 300 to 400 shows this year up until April alone. So
That's amazing.
We're pretty busy, I would say.
Pretty amazing.
Pretty busy. I mean, I look at that schedule. That's unbelievable. That could be 2 months of work right there. The numbers that you have, the 300. I don't know if you did that by design, but that's brilliant.
Well, we decided on the number 300 because the majority of our shows just come under that. And if we do have shows such as Andrew Dice Clay or comedian Rita Rudner that are coming, then we'll just add a second show and we can accommodate up to 600 people in that evening.
But 300 is, first of all, is a magical number, you're right. And the other thing is, it's the right number, it's not too much, it's not too little, and it keeps the house going. We came in here 2 months, and COVID hit. And a friend of ours from another institution, from another club, came in here and he told us, don't close down. Now, we're FCC licensed for radio, so we didn't have to close. Nobody's going to close us down because we serve the community to give information about COVID and everything else when it was going on. The only one that kept coming in here was this one. Everybody else was doing this from
Including him,
home.
he was home.
I was home.
I was you, Hannah.
That sounds like us.
I came in every day.
Nothing stops us.
He tells me there's COVID. I go, okay. But it's only me. Sit in another room. He goes, nope, I'm staying home. So you were home. Our producer was home, and I was here. Until our producer said, all right, I can sit in another room and you can be here. But you got to keep going.
Sounds very familiar, I would say.
Nothing stops us. I mean, we keep going forward, and our lineup this year is incredible. I mean, like I said, from Rita Rudner to Andrew Dice Clay to Keiko Matsui to micro wrestling, the list just goes on and on. There's something for everyone. We leave nobody out in a week at the Boca Black Box. There's something for you, something for them.
And what do you like doing more than anything else? What act, what entertainment piece do you like personally?
That's a really tough question.
And you can only
My
pick
favorite
one.
part is manipulating the schedule, is putting the schedule together, is being able to put 12 to 14 shows in a week on a 7-day week.
That's a lot of work.
That is what I enjoy doing. It's like a puzzle, it's just putting the pieces together. Sometimes we'll have 3 shows on a Sunday, 3 shows on a Saturday.
Wow.
But we'll have 3 different shows. Most theaters do the same show over and over again. We don't. We'll go 3 different shows on a Sunday for 3 different demographics so that everybody can enjoy their Sunday at the theater.
Yeah,
They
he
keep
likes
going.
the scheduling aspect of it, not really entertainment wise. That's sort of my department. I'm always looking for like the next best thing, and he gets sort of the entertainment emails and he's like, here you go, take care of this. And so I think combined, that's sort of how our dynamic works really well.
But it's brilliant the way you do it. The entertainment, and it's with only 300 seats, it's easy parking.
Right.
You know you can go, you can park. It's easy to get to. When I went to Hard Rock for an event it was a great event. It was John Legend. He's John Legend.
Right.
But parking at Hard Rock and having to walk through the casino and the smoke and swimming upstream, I said to someone yesterday, he does security, is there another way in? He said, no, that's how it's designed.
They want you to walk through the casino.
They want you to walk through it.
Right. Well,
But-
I think that's what's so special about Black Box.
That's what's so
because
special about Black Box.
You wouldn't expect to see these big people like Vanilla Fudge and these really big names come to a small theater. And so it's difficult for us to cultivate that sort of environment show-wise. But I think that's also what makes it so special, because you know that you can come to an intimate setting and see these people that you would otherwise have to go to like the Amway in Orlando, and you know, you're just another dot in the crowd. And
Yeah.
here you have the chance to even sometimes talk to the people after the show, which is really incredibly special.
It is incredibly special. And all you have to do to get to us is just go past the Dunkin' Donuts.
Right.
There's no casino, no smoke.
In post-COVID, I get a little people phobic at some point. I'm good like on the way in, the concept, by the way out, I'm thinking like, click my heels, I want to get out of all these people. And you can't, it just sucks you in. It's by design. It's like going to Disney World and you get off a ride, you drop off in a store. And then, right. So when you leave, you're back in the casino. And to get out of the casino, then you're in the mall. And to get to the mall, you got to get the park. It was a whole thing. But that's what's so nice about Boca Black Box. It's intimate. You walk in, you get to see the show. You talk to your friends, you meet your community, then you can leave, you can go out for dinner. There's even restaurants located where you are, right in that strip mall. Across the street, you're in a great location off at the Turnpike.
Well, that's our concept. You don't have to drive. You park your car, you go eat, you come to the show, and then you head home.
Did you know it was such a, and you can buy diamonds if you're there on a day that they're open.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
The International Jewelry Exchange is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. with
I
all
know
of our
my
customers out
demographic.
there.
I can see that.
Coffee and a diamond in a show. It's
Right, you
every
can get
girl's
a
best
watch
friend in
fixed,
Boca.
And then you can come watch a show. It's
Look,
great.
she's like, I didn't know, maybe I'll stay.
You know, it's a great place, and the location's to die for. It's a great concept. It's a great idea that you put together. Whether you plan it or not, it's still, and then you have somebody who brings in entertainment, and you're moving the parts and everything else, which is kind of familiar, moving things around to accommodate music and magicians and everything else, which is really cool. So that whole thing is
really
cool.
is.
Yeah.
It really is. The dynamic is incredible, and we just added another room where we do comedy every Friday and Saturday night now. So if you don't want to see music in the big room, you can go next door and see some comedy. We bring in road comedians such as Gemini and Mr. Showman, and that seems to be working very well also for us.
We had in someone, well, I guess it was Ada, and she left here one night. She said, I'm going to wrestling at the Boca Black Box. And we said, you what? She said, I said, it can't be real wrestling. She says, no, it is. There's really a rink. There's everything. So you convert the whole space. She said, you took out the chairs.
It's quite the project.
Yeah, when we designed the space, we designed it really to do anything, any type of event. So for wrestling, we just removed the chairs in the center of the floor, put those chairs on the stage, and put the ring in the center. We don't lose seating, and we've got ourselves a wrestling show. So there's nothing we can't show at Boca Black Box.
What a brilliant idea. Were you in entertainment before or management?
I was a real estate investor that got divorced and decided, you know what, I'm going to quit. I don't have to support a family anymore. I'm going to quit the real estate business. And I started doing stand-up comedy as a joke, and it just expanded. And since my background was in business, I said, you know, I just got to expand this by just opening up my own place. And that's what happened.
You know. And what's your background, Hannah?
Well, it's interesting. I never planned on being in this business. but I sort of grew up in the business. My mom manages a Christian rock band. They're called Big Dismal. They're absolutely incredible. And then my uncle had a recording studio in Orlando, a really big studio. So I grew up around it. And I kind of just randomly met Randy one day, and I think that the energy was right, and he sensed something in me and didn't even really know about my background. And then from there, it just kind of took off, and now it's a full circle moment that I'm doing what my family is doing as well, even though it really wasn't a part of my plan at all. But yeah, I enjoy it a lot.
What's your vision to grow the Boca Black Box?
You know, I think the Boca location is doing so well right now. We'd like to expand one day, and I'd like a bigger theater because I really want to see like Dave Chappelle in the theater or something like that.
You need a
so
bigger
I'd like
boat.
a bigger black box, but I mean, I like it the way it is. We have lots of different visions, I think, but we're excited.
Yeah, so that's an idea. We were thinking about expanding out a little further north to another black box.
Right.
It's hard to find a community that shows as much love as Boca, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that community where the people want something to do. You know, everybody caters to the younger community. We cater kind of the 55 and above community. The great thing about that community is they don't have to worry about a babysitter. They don't have to worry about what's going on today. They just know in 6 months they're coming to the Boca Black Box to see Andrew Dice Clay or Rita Rudner or Robert Klein. They don't care. They're prepared to come in advance.
And it's easy. And if you think, I'm free on a Saturday night, let me see what's going on. Again, you're not worried about a babysitter, right? You don't have to see what the kids are doing. You just get up and you go. And you're easily accessible right off of Glades and the Turnpike.
And it's interesting because you're setting up your schedule with these great acts and everything else, and season allegedly is here, but they really haven't come in certain aspects of the businesses, not yet. They're thinking maybe Thanksgiving. The cold weather up there is still in the 30s. It's 30 to 40 degrees. You know, back in the day, numbers used to come down here, and I used to hear they used to sell out, and you put in another show because people were coming by droves from up north. Do you see that happening yet?
Freddie, one of the things you didn't realize is after COVID, a lot of people moved to Florida. So
Yes.
there are more people looking for things to do in Florida than ever before. People are starting to come now in October. Our shows are selling out today, and we were sold out last week. We have sold out shows next week, and a lot of sold out shows going forward. So people are even in New York buying in advance before they even come to Florida, and we're noticing our locals have increased in numbers because of the fact that they all moved down here. So
That's a
we're
good.
very happy.
That's a good sign because everybody was talking to me that we do business with, and I went to visit some of the places on the weekend, and they're not worried at all. I said, no, they're coming. They can hear the car thing coming. Where they hear it coming. They're coming.
When you see the first car carrier, you know season has started here.
Oh, we see the car carriers.
You've seen them.
We can see. As soon as it gets a little cold up north, I looked at Hannah and said, Hannah, they're on their way down.
Here we
Oh,
go.
we know. Come November, we're like, buckle in. This is it.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready. I mean, we took it easy during the summer because we knew this was going to happen. Right now, we're exploding.
Did we? I feel like we never stopped, actually.
You don't stop. You can't. You
Not
kind of
this year.
plan.
You can't stop, yeah.
You kind of plan and you keep going because you know it's coming. But summer in Florida is an interesting place. It's like 6 months. It's June through, you think it's August, and then the Jewish holidays hit in September, and like as soon as the Jewish holidays are over, then it's October, and it's not quite cold yet. Next thing you know, it's November, and we hit season.
It's getting there.
Right, so we're getting there. It's heating
Not
up.
for us, but it's cold up north.
Yeah.
As soon as the first major snowstorm hits up north in the Boston, New York region, they'll be flocking.
They come running.
They come running.
It's not the
People
worst.
from California ran over here. A lot of people from the West Coast because of the fires and everything else that was happening over there came over. So it's going to be an interesting. I think it's going to make people come and stay longer, which is always better.
Look, they're still here.
We did notice that this year. We noticed that our audience really stayed. Usually our season ends in about April. This year it ended closer to July.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of people that did stay longer this year and visited the theater.
What a great lineup. Can you guys put up their lineup again? What are some of your favorites coming out for season?
Oh, one of my favorites. We've got a comedian. He's just blowing up right now. His name is Modi. He's our New Year's Eve show, and he's already sold out 1,200 seats for New Year's. And that's just, for us, that's incredible to have that many tickets sold already so far in advance.
How are you doing 1,200 seats?
We're doing 4 shows.
4 shows, yeah.
In one day?
2 days.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So we had to stretch it out to 2 days and had 4 shows just to accommodate the audience.
Sleep deprivation, we're good at that.
Incredible. And this is
Learned a
just
lot
this
there.
week alone. Look at this.
That's a great lineup.
And again, if they showed you more, this is just one
That's just
week
this
of
week.
shows. This is
Right,
just 1 week.
exactly.
What you can expect at the Boca Black Box, from disco to pianists to comedians to Vegas shows to tributes such as the Billy Joel show.
Magic.
We heard the Edward twins are spectacular.
Oh, they're phenomenal.
That is what we've heard.
It's something that you've never seen before.
It's one of Boca's favorite shows.
Yeah.
It's one of Boca's favorite shows. The most requested show we have is the Edward Twins.
Yeah.
We heard they're amazing.
They are. It's a Vegas style show in the Boca Raton area.
Yeah.
What is your website? What's the best way for people to get tickets and more information?
So our website is bocablackbox.com, or you can call our box office. When you look, you'll see the number. Or you can reach either of us at email, which is nice because we're always willing to have a helping hand. But yeah, phone and a box office, or you can come in person, and Randy and I are pretty much always there. And we explain all of the tickets and what's coming up, and we help people pick out shows that maybe they didn't even know about. So we have a lot of ways you could reach us.
Terrific. And the price point, reasonable?
Yeah, no, definitely. We have shows that sort of cater to every audience and every budget as well. But yeah, there's always lots of options.
That's what's always nice
Yeah,
too.
we keep our ticket prices affordable because the majority of our customers, believe it or not, come back 2 to 3 days during the week.
Yeah, they really, really do. We're on first name basis with probably like 70 or 80% of our customers, which is extremely rewarding to us because
They
it's
come
like
back.
it's like that in restaurants, but to have it at a performing arts center
At a
is kind of
performing
mind
arts center,
blowing. Yeah.
Right. I can't even go to Publix and look with that 3 bag
Yeah.
ladies coming up to me and say, "Aren't you at the Boca Black
It happens all the time.
Wow. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
It's always so
Thank you for having
nice.
us here. And of course, we hope to see you at a show.
We got to go on out, a show or two.
We have to go on the weekends. Well, as soon as this weekend's over, then it opens up for a little bit.
We got shows on Wednesday, Thursdays also, so not just the weekends.
I
Yeah, they
know,
had
but
a
in
full
here,
week.
yeah, I know, I saw that. I was looking for the weekend because in here we don't leave till about 9 o'clock. But it's interesting. The concept is interesting. Everybody knows the Black Box. A lot of my friends
I
go there.
appreciate that. That means a lot to us because it took us a long time to put that together where we are a name in the community.
And your reputation, your shows just get better and better.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So thank you so much for joining us.
They got Led Zeppelin coming.
Led
We do
Zeppelin's
have Led
coming?
Zeppelin, yeah.
When?
We have one in December, and then we just signed a new group called the House of the Holy, and I believe in March, which
Yeah.
we're excited about.
The rock shows are my favorite.
Wait till he tells us he's taking the day off. He's
If
like,
you
yeah.
contact Canada, we'll get you some tickets.
I'll get you
to
some
the Led
tickets, yeah.
Zeppelin shows.
for you guys.
All right.
Hey, you never know. Let's see if we can work together, right?
good
It's a
stuff.
community that supports each other is what it's all
Very nice.
about.
Well, that's what it's all
Just
about.
remember, it's the Woodstock generation that's visiting the theater now. They're all in the retirement community. So the classic rock, like the Led Zeppelins and the Pink Floyds and the CCR groups, are selling extremely well. You got to see one of those nights. All these gentlemen coming out with that little ponytail, all smelling like weed, coming into the theater to enjoy the show. It's incredible.
Smelling
It's the
like
older
weed.
version.
Must be that new cologne.
We had that. Someone came, I don't know who it was, the other day, and I looked around to the crew, and they go, not me. They all went, it's not us. We're like, well, it was in the studio. But yes, it was another generation.
And just one thing I gotta say, where do you get these interns that are ready to work? Ours are sleeping in the kitchen. We can't get interns like you that are phenomenal.
We've got such an amazing group, and
do,
just when
yeah.
they get this good, their semester ends, and we're like, oh, could you please stay?
We run into the same issues. Most of the kids that work with us are college students as well, so.
But
we
some
understand.
of ours are so great that they decided, they came to us after college, and now they're staying as they're going through grad school.
Yeah,
So
that's
we're
what
very
happens.
We got
fortunate to
some of
have that.
too,
Yeah.
but not as interns. We like free labor.
Very fortunate. All right, let's take a commercial break. More to come on the other side of this 1 o'clock hour. Enjoy some music of the J.C. Dreesen Show. You can get your tickets for her Friday concert this Friday, the 10th, at Movies of Delray. A concert starts at 7:30. Doors open at 7. You can get your tickets at events.amp2.tv, Eventbrite, or Movies of Delray. More to come on the other side.
And we have on Saturday,
We've got a special premiere of American-ish, the movie, with director, writer, and cast member, Royce? And producer of American-ish. So before it gets put out onto Amazon, we've got a special meet and greet in person. They're coming in from New York just for this event on Saturday.
And it's already sold to Amazon, so this will be the only show we hear in Boca, and then it's gone. You have to see it on TV to be able to see it again.
Great movie. So a lot of stuff, and you can get those tickets at Movies of Del Rey. We'll see you in a few.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as the national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Once again, here we go. He's a fool, don't I know it? But a fool can have his charms. I'm in love, and don't I show it like a babe in arms. Love's the same old sad sensation. Lately, I've not slept a wink since this half-pint imitation put me on the brink. I'm wild again, beguiled again, a simpering, whimpering child again, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Am I? Couldn't sleep, wouldn't sleep when love came and told me I shouldn't sleep. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Am I? Lost my heart, but what of it? He's cold, I agree. He can laugh, but I love it. Although the laughs on me, I'll sing to him each spring to him and long for the day when I'll cling to him, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Am I? Well, maybe. Men are not a new sensation. I've done pretty well, I think. But this half-pint imitation put me on the brink. I've sinned a lot, I mean a lot, and now I'm not sweet, 17 a lot, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Thank you. Woo!
Mom, don't you want us to have more than this? Be something?
Yes, but first you go and get married and have children. Then go, be whatever you want.
Dude, I'm never gonna be able to afford my own place. Home's not that bad. It's a zoo, Mariam.
What's the purpose of your visit?
I'm here to find a nice Pakistani-American doctor to marry. Jeez, it's just a study group.
The MCATs aren't going to ace themselves. I want to go to Harvard. It has the best PEDS program in the country.
Hey. I gotta tell you, Roombas really freak me out. If you're gonna get a Roomba, like, just put it only in your room.
Khala, these prices are ridiculous. We will pay you $24 for them.
My daughters, they think they know everything best.
You know what? I'm a grown woman.
Boys don't like girls all covered up. You're never going to get married with that scarf on your head.
I don't want to be with someone who doesn't get my values.
Our country is being overrun by immigrants.
You're working on the Douglas Smarts account. I mean, the guy is a racist.
I got a call from the hospital. I'm gonna have to go in.
You don't need to marry the first guy who shows interest in you. Everybody's gonna get what they want. is America. A land of dreams.
I guess we're back. Thanks for the countdown, guys. He counted.
Are you gonna come up here? I don't. Okay. Hello. Kennedy, I'm on A5.
Hi. I wanted to talk about business as we go into the fourth quarter. We're in the middle of the fourth quarter, and what we wake up thinking. So I wake up thinking, I got to check the bank account because of what bills are due. And then I start thinking about what our events are of the week and how I'm going to promote them and what I'm going to do. So one of my thoughts was, Ava's still in town, Ava and Chris are here. How are we going to promote Super Patch? And we should invite Frank to promote his books. And we should invite whoever else is in town for all of these events to promote what they do. So that's what I'm thinking. Those are my thoughts of the morning. And then Ava walked in and said, how are we going to do this? I said, guess you're in my head also.
Well, obviously, I'm on A4. Obviously, if you get up and the first thing you do is look at the bank account, which is really an unusual opening for that deal, obviously.
For me, but it is what it is.
I think that the object of the game here is you want to press the flush. You want to have, like I was talking to Randy, that maybe we could do something with Black Box where they'll start here and they'll end up there. And you see, with Ava, the difference here is if you put people in front of her, you know how that old saying, if you build it, they will come? So if you didn't see that yesterday, everybody that was in here was surrounding her.
Yes.
And she went over there, she had a group. And then she came over here, she had a group. It was like, if you build it, they will come.
But that's what I was thinking, is how we set that up for all of these events. Because Thursday night, we've got a great event for some of our students from FAU, which will be amazing. Friday night, we've got the J.C. Dreesen concert, which tickets are still available for sale at moviesofdelrey.events.amp2.tv or Eventbrite. Tickets are $25, and portions of the proceeds are going back to Honor Flight Southeast Florida. And she's very excited. She wants us to present. We're going to present them a big check. So I have an email to follow up with them. They want us to do a whole presentation with them.
We got a big check coming in?
And I think we got a big check going out. Is what
Oh, yeah, yeah, but we have the giant.
By big check, she means the size of the check,
I have
not
to
the
read that
amount of the
twice.
check.
You know, my
No,
intention-
that's what I mean, but the size.
Yes.
You have to get that.
That was the email I got. She's like, let's do a whole presentation ceremony with a big check. So, you know, I read things. I have about 2 seconds to read something before I go on to my next thing. I had to reread that to see what she actually meant by a big check.
I know what she
meant
means.
a physically, yes, big check.
Wow. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, we like big checks. So,
This-
you know, we're opening that up metaphorically as well.
And then one thing I know for Grace's film, on Thursday night, the show starts at 7:30, but she does like networking and all that as well, too.
What time is she opening that up?
I believe 7 o'clock.
So we're going to set the step and repeat up there and leave it.
Yeah, she said, and she sent out a group email or to everyone that I believe signed up to the RSVP, just letting them know that they're going to do questions, answers, cameras, they have the step and repeat, and that they're going to do networking and all that. Good
Are they
stuff.
going to do it on the stage or they're going to do it in the lobby? The questions and answers.
If I had to guess, they're probably going to be doing everything in the lobby beforehand, networking and all that, but they're going to introduce the show before they start the movie and all that. So they'll go up there, introduce the show, play the show, and then probably do maybe more questions and answers after.
Yeah, as from my understanding, they're going to be using Studio One, the biggest studio, because they bypassed Studio 5. They blew right by 5. So this is going to be interesting.
It's going to be great. I'm so proud of them because I don't remember. We've never had a crew that have made a movie, a short film, submitted it to where they have to submit it, done the special private screening for it, and filled a movie theater with it.
Well, the unusual one on this is that it was not open to the public. It was open only to friends because they cannot sell tickets.
They're not allowed to.
They're not
correct.
allowed to because it's going to be entered. So that was unusual. That whole thing to me was a little bit far-fetched, but it
But
is
no,
what
those
it
are the
is.
rules of the film festivals. You're not allowed to sell tickets or open it to the public.
I mean, the concessions will be open at Movies Del Rey, though.
Yes.
And I think they're selling peach wine, actually, for the movie. peach wine.
And
So-
and I'm sure that the movies though would appreciate if people buy popcorn and stuff to support the cause.
The whole email went out that the concessions are going to be open for all of that, so to support that. But what a great opportunity for the crew. I mean, you see everyone who comes in and they want to know where you all came from, why you work with us for so long, can they have you? Like, no. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I know.
to-
I noticed that now they used to be shy about that question. Not anymore.
No, now it's just, at least they just confront it right as it is.
Now, Josh, is it true that you're going to be the concession vendor? Get your popcorn here like they do at the stadiums?
I'm gonna do it during the movie, walking up and down the aisles, asking
gonna wear
everyone.
a box?
He should. You
Yeah.
should wear the
Popcorn,
outfit.
peanuts.
That outfit is pretty close to it, actually.
very close
Yeah,
to
so I can wear that. I just need my little box in
What
front
you
of me.
do is you take an empty soda and an empty popcorn and you walk up and down and then you take orders and let people come and bring them.
Yeah,
you
but-
don't want to be bogged down with it.
It's just popcorn. Popcorn's not that heavy.
They have big buckets, medium buckets, and small buckets. You know, we should put something together.
I can create a little machine, like a
A
little,
little-
backpack, and then
yeah.
I spew out the popcorn.
The popcorn? Like
Oh,
that.
okay. Then I'll wear that too.
I think it'd be amazing to do that kind of call to action because we want people to buy and participate on this thing. So
Popcorn peanuts, it's going to be great. Friday's J.C. Dreesen. Saturday is American-ish, which I'm excited to go see this movie. I haven't been to a movie. You go to movies all the time. I don't often go to the movies, so I'm excited to go see this rom-com.
you will love it.
That's what I heard. Rochelle said it's one of the best movies, funniest movies she's seen in a long
She
time.
said that, yes. That's why Amazon bought it. We're lucky that we squeezed it out to see it. But there are going to be a lot of people at these events. It's going to be, in the 4 events, you know, there's going to be a ton of people, including Sunday. And Eva will be there to meet people. And I overdid it a little bit. I decided to go walk a little bit too long. And I'm a little hurt. You see, those chairs are not conducive to walking distance.
Neither are your shoes. Let's
No,
start
no,
with...
these are the best shoes I have for
So
walking.
let's get you some sneakers.
No,
I
no,
keep
these
a
are
pair of
better than my
here.
sneakers. No, it has nothing to do with that. It just has
They won't
to do.
fit you, but I mean, I couldn't walk 4 miles in these.
Yeah, but I don't wear heels. But my question to Eva is, I decided to get brave and decided to keep going. See, it's funny. There's a place where there's a marker that I make a right. So I kept going to the next marker. And normally I go and I make a right. And I kept going to an unknown marker, made a right, went all the way down and came all the way back. And I popped 4,500 steps. Except that with the heat, nice windy day, but with the heat, you feel fatigue. So I'm thinking I wanted to test my patch to see how much it would make me rebound.
Which one you want to try?
Well, I have the blue one on.
You've got the Defend on.
Yeah, which gave me the energy to do this stuff. But what I'm saying is that those chairs are not conducive.
But they look nice.
They do look nice.
It's
They're not conducive
like
to
my high heels. They
walking
may not be
45.
conducive to walking, but they look good when I walk around.
Well, you can stay in that chair. I want the smaller chair. And we'll have.
You're gonna sit next
I'll
to
be
me?
looking up at you.
You're going to sit next
Like
to
the
me?
subway, yeah.
But I think business are different things that you have to look at. So Eva says when she wakes up in the morning, she starts thinking, what's my day look like for business?
Well, Eva never got up in the morning. She didn't know the sun came out. She thought it was always there.
But how has it changed for you with what you do now? Because you work, I don't want to say from home because you're not ever home, but you work for yourself. You don't have to be in a location at a certain time.
Correct. And I love it because it's freedom. And that's what we have to offer. Freedom for health and wellness and freedom for financial health. So you can work from wherever, right? You can work from the beach. You can work from your home. You can work from a studio. You can work from a parking lot, right? I mean, when you're, I'm so thankful and grateful for this opportunity because it allows me to travel, to meet people, and to impact people's health and wellness, right? And then, of course, for those that are interested, in another stream of income, we have that as well. And so to have the world as your playground and you can be anywhere and to know that everywhere you go, you're impacting someone's life. That's priceless.
And you're impacting it in one of many ways. You're doing, you're making them feel better. You're giving them self-confidence. You have people doing things like my co-host here decides that she's going to run 12 miles on 4 patches yesterday, backwards.
I didn't run. I got on the elliptical.
Isn't
and
that
it was
running?
only 2 miles.
It's the same difference.
No, it's not. It's low impact because
Was it still backwards?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I actually did do it backwards, and it was only 2 miles, but I wasn't pounding. But I had the energy to do it.
Sure.
To do it backwards.
Yeah, the energy is the first part.
But think how healthier she is and she's becoming, right? Because she's using her patches and she's doing things that, you know, are helping her to stay healthier, the circulation in her body, right? We were not meant to be still as humans. Our body was not meant that way, right? We're meant to be active. And people have somehow decided that sitting on the couch is a way of life, and that's not a way of life. And so if we can help people feel better, they're gonna be out doing better, right? And so that's what this is about. It's about taking control of your health and wellness, bringing your body back to balance, to homeostasis, so it allows you to really get out and enjoy your life.
You know what inspires me about Eva is, and I watched Josh change also, is they don't wait, they do. We have a lot of people that think about it. I'm going to think, and our whole crew doesn't think. Our whole crew is proactive. We have people that come in and they're going to think about it, and they think about it. Next thing you know, they've thought about it for 4 weeks, and then we have to remind them what they were thinking about in the first place. But you don't. You act on it. Like you came down. We had never met you before, and then we said we've got all these events, and you traveled. You said, all right, I'm coming back, and you're still here. You're not waiting for business to come to you. You're actually going out and getting what you want. Like you do in grad school, you're going to get what you want. Royce, this one's going to work for ESPN. I know she's going to end up, we're going to end up interviewing her one day on the other side of the screen that she's doing something else that's great. You guys go out and get what you want. Is it a mindset?
It is a mindset, but also we have been given a gift, right? We live in the land of opportunity, which is the greatest country in the world, right? We live in America. Even with all its problems, it's still an amazing, you know, country, right?
Sure.
And so what is the American dream? It wasn't sitting on the couch, getting fat, eating popcorn, and dying young, right? And so we have been given a gift of living in this amazing country. We've been given a gift with this opportunity to help people with their health and wellness, right? And we've been given a gift as far as freedom goes. So it's up to us now to share the gift. I find it's my duty to actually do it. If I'm not sharing with folks every single day health and wellness or financial freedom, then I'm not doing my job. Now, they don't have to accept the gift, right? But it's my job to present the gift. And that's what gets me excited. And up in the morning, and I'm like, oh, who am I going to talk to today? Who am I going to meet today? Where am I going today? You know, I love my life. I'm so thankful and grateful.
And you've evolved from business. You didn't always do this. You guys had brick and mortar, for lack of a better. You had restaurants. You had places. You had to be.
Yeah. So we started out years ago, and we opened up it was over 43 traditional brick and mortar businesses. Everything from restaurants to salon and spa and retail stores. We had sports bars, fine dining, I mean, name it, right? Pancake houses. And the thing is that I realized that even though we found success and we went on to make millions and millions of dollars, we were lacking freedom, which is time freedom, right? So, I mean, we would take separate vacations with our children because we all couldn't leave at the same time. So he would take the kids and go where I would take the kids and go. And people live like that every single day, and we don't have to do that. And someone years ago introduced me to this industry. And I thought, oh my God, this is like the best kept secret, because not only can you help yourself, but you can help others achieve, you know, that freedom, right? Or to maybe get out of debt, or maybe to, you know, help their kids go through college, or take care of their elderly folks, or buy a home, or go on that vacation, or whatever your dreams were. I mean, we were raised with big dreams, right? And then we got a little older and somebody said, stop being a dreamer and go to work, and go work for 40 years for somebody, right? And then when you retire, you may get 40% of your income. and then you can just die and you'll be good. Well, there's more to life than that, and I think it's time now to truly take control of our life. COVID was very devastating. 2020 was a nightmare, but it taught us two things. Actually, it taught us three things. It taught us if you're healthy, make sure you stay healthy. If you're not so healthy, hurry up and get healthy. And you always better have a plan B. So home-based businesses became a thing of the future, right? And they were like, oh my gosh, people were flocking in because they wanted to create another stream of income. So no matter what happens, right, the income doesn't stop. And when you can help people and do that all at the same time, it's a win-win-win. And so I made it my mission to truly go out and impact lives. And I'm not gonna stop until every single person I kind of come in contact with either has an opportunity to better health and wellness or better financial health.
Or
I
both.
wanna help everyone, because like I said, it's our duty. And it's a blessing.
And the accountability, I mean, you have to take accountability to be successful. You got to go get it. One of the things I hated about telling people that we do commercials on Comcast, on ESPN, on Monday Night Football, is that people do it and then they sit back and it's okay, what now? I mean, you got to go get it. And it's not going to come and knock at the door. You got to go entice people. You got to talk to people. Randy started Black Box 8 years ago. And he could have stopped after COVID, 7 months shut down. Yeah. He could have said, I'm done.
Yeah.
And look at him now. He says, I'm not done. I'm about to start it. I'm going to blow it up and make it bigger. And he's expanded. So this is another opportunity in that theme.
And business changes. When I met you, I was working in an industry like this thinking, what's plan B? But I was watching, a TikTok this morning, and there was a gentleman saying 3 ways to prepare your kids for financial success. One is, he says, set up a Roth IRA and put in $100 a month and watch it grow. By the time they're 55 years old, with average 8% interest, they're going to have over $1.3 or $1.5 million. $100 a month for your kids. 2 is put your kids on your payroll, even if it's a small business. You can pay your kids up to $12,000 a year. Now, this is according to him. Talk to your accountant, not to me. But this was his theory. And then you use that as a business expense, right? It doesn't go off. Your kids aren't paying taxes. They're under your kids. And all these things to build. And the other one was about putting your kids as a user on your credit card. So by the time they're ready to get their own, they already have an 800 credit score. They've built credit by being with you. It's ways of setting yourself up for success in the future. It's a way of being proactive for your children, right? With little monies, right? $100 a month if you can, or $50 a month, and do these little things. Same type of thing. It gives you freedom. Imagine if at 55, your mom's like, here, Josh, here's $1.5 million.
That wouldn't be too bad.
Right? I mean, the little things, but it's only because people don't know. It's the lack of education that we have financial literacy in our country, that people don't know these. They're not hacks. They're using things that actually work in our community, in our country, like this.
Yeah. And the thing is, there are people out there right now that are hoping and praying for something to come their way, right? And we have that, so it's our duty to share with them, right? And to educate, and that's really what we do. We educate people on, health and wellness. We educate people how to take care of themselves, how to have a better, quality of life. And when you do good, they pass it on. It's amazing, and you feel good. Do you know your immune system is boosted 40% when you do a good deed?
Huh.
And the people around you is boosted by 20% that watch it happen?
Wow.
That's a testimony to what you did yesterday. You went home after a long day and you still did your thing. There's a lot of belief if you buy in and you do believe and you give it a chance. And every day is always a new challenge. It doesn't mean you're going to have the perfect day every day. Nobody does. But you have to overcome the downs to make them ups and just keep going.
Now, we've been preparing for this week for a long time. We hope everyone comes out and joins us for the events, right? To see what's out there, to see our community, to support the Walk to End Alzheimer's. For all the things that are going on, support Boca Black Box.
Do something positive, because there's so much negative going on right now. Do something positive for yourself. Come and see one of the events that we're going to be going to, or Black Box, or do something. A lot of people are staying home and they crawl under the bed because they're afraid of the end of the world and everything else. If you believe into it, you're going to make it happen.
But look, your mindset has changed. Look how hard you work.
Yeah, I have to. I got to keep myself busy.
If not, I'll take over my own mind. But yeah.
It's better, right?
Yeah. Definitely keeping yourself busy and preoccupied with something is it's kind of fun.
And what about those around you
Vlogging.
that see it and follow you? Those around you that see it and follow you.
You become a leader.
I don't like, I'm not good with this situation.
He's not
so.
good with compliments, but he's not good with compliments.
Be the leaders, be the gang. People, you are going to inspire so many people because they see you, right? And there's no such thing as perfect. You are who you are.
Yeah.
I tell people, be the best you can be, right?
Yeah.
So you're inspiring people that are thinking, oh, I don't know, can I do it? But you know what? If he's doing it, I could do it, right? And so be bold and be, I tell people to be intentional. Because if we can change and impact people's lives every day, maybe because, we smiled at them or we had a great attitude or whatever, you don't know how you're impacting people's lives and how they're going to remember that.
Yeah. Always have a competitive mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing sports all my life, so if I see someone better than me, you're not better than me, but I'm still going to help you out when I surpass you. I'm still going to bring you up to me.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
oh my God, I just love that. Never lower your standards. Make them rise up. I
Yep.
love that. But you can use it in everyday life, and obviously you are, right? Good for you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. How old are you?
24.
God bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
I love it. I have a son who's 26. I love that attitude.
Oh, yeah,
That's
sweet.
awesome.
We see the whole crew. This one, you pushed me more than anybody. That one over there. But it's good. Look at the interviews you bring forward.
Yeah, you definitely set a new bar today, so I'm going to go inside there and attack all of them now.
It's true.
But it's like we talked about with Zach and Allie today. You can dream and you can have an idea. But unless you bring it to fruition, it stops right there. It doesn't come into existence.
And Allie never knew she was going to be involved in this. Did you see her face? And she's the business side. She's the one selling the
Look
concept.
her up and wait till you see the awards that she's won for girls lacrosse.
Well, she was an athlete, but
And then
she
to do
sat
this.
there. Now that you see, when you asked her, what advice would you give them? She looked up. And that just means to me, my goodness, I didn't know this was coming. Because sometimes the unseen is a success. That's why don't ever panic if they throw a curveball at you. Just dig in and try to hit it. And try to hit it by following through. Simple. Life could be easy or it could be hard. You pick.
When you showed us today, Royce, that you just got to ask. And more
Well, you
than-
got to ask the way she asked.
So I don't know how she does it, but somehow she does it. You just got to believe she asks and it happens.
I love it. You just have to believe.
Determination.
Wait to see the interview we have coming tomorrow. Holy cow. It's another one you got to prep. Well, I got to prep for and give it to you. but
Who's coming tomorrow?
Kef.
I'm sorry?
Kef. K-E-F. Capital K-E-F. He is a world-renowned artist with an exclamation point, and Allison Perlman is bringing him from Relevant Communications, and he's going to be at Onessima Fine Art Gallery. He just came from Europe. He did a huge art showing with musicians, world-renowned musicians, and gave back to charity with some of his art pieces.
Really?
So we need to download that whole media kit, and he's going to be in studio tomorrow with Allison at 1 o'clock. Look at his face.
Allison's coming?
Yes.
See, I don't even get a memo.
See, you inspired me, Royce.
They were wondering who was coming in tomorrow, too, so.
Wait till they see the list.
Good stuff.
It's a list. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. I think our crew has a game on the other side of this break.
Yeah, they do have one more game that involves what we had interviewed earlier. So.
All right, let's see. It might be football for you, not
I
the
don't.
Jets. All right, more to come on the other side of this break. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
What would you do if you had a broken bone? You'd go to the doctor and use your insurance, right? What would you do if you had a serious problem with drugs and alcohol? Most people do nothing until it's too late. Your insurance can help you get clean and sober with the assistance of a place like the Detox and Treatment Helpline. Many times treatment is fully covered, so why not use your insurance to treat your addiction problem just like you would if you had a broken bone? And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you're allowed by law to take off time from work, and your employer doesn't need to know the reason. So there are two good reasons. You've got insurance you can use for your addiction problem, and with the Family Medical Leave Act, it's completely confidential. Call us right now and save a life.
Call 855-350-4504. That's 855-350-4504. Call 855-350-4504 now.
Hey travelers, everybody wants cheap airfares, but where can you find them? You call SmartFares. Our prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low they're not published anywhere. SmartFares specializes in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rentals, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, SmartFares can help you get there cheaply and with the best price guarantee. If you want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call us right now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these low rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the lowest rates available, so don't wait. Call SmartFares right now for the best price guaranteed. Save up to 50% off business and first class. We've got great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 855-828-0198. That's 855-828-0198. 855-828-0198.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely free call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation. You can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, but you've got to call now. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Attention firefighters. Did you use firefighting foam in your job? And then, did you develop cancer? Call our legal helpline right now and file your financial claim. Firefighting foam has been used for decades at airports and military bases. This foam has been linked to cancer. If you have cancer and you worked around firefighting foam, you may be eligible for financial compensation. Please make this free call now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome back. We're here with a couple games, and we're starting out with Chelsea. Can I be a truth? We're going a little bit different today.
Freddie and Dawn are gonna be participating alongside us, and Tristan's here too. Hi, Tristan.
Ooh.
How you doing today, Tristan?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very good. How are you, Chelsea?
I'm doing good.
How are you, Dawn? How are you, Freddie?
We're great. Freddie's a little scared about this game.
It's completely
I wanna know
PG.
what this game-
It's completely PG.
Is Josh playing?
No, he's not.
That's what worries.
He never is.
When he doesn't play, it worries me.
He's producing.
Yeah. He's exec.
What's the game?
What's the game?
So we got 2 games. The first one is guess the animated movie poster, and then the other one is guess the modern day gadget. And that's specifically for the 2 of you, because there's a couple things that you guys don't recognize.
You have to do an old school gadget game for them.
did that one.
It's like things that modern kids use. Like I feel like there's a couple of things that moms use nowadays that you'd be like, what?
That sorority is really tightening up the screws over there.
The sorority? Making her think more.
Making
But
her
yeah,
think.
in the brain.
We're gonna start out with the animated movie poster. So Antonio, put it up. Roll it. Roll it.
Roll the clip. Oh, it's so cute.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Haha.
I
Guess.
It's really think of the as simple as you can think of. What do you
Bug's
think?
Life?
No.
It's simpler. Simpler. Think simpler.
B.
B.
The
B the fly.
The B movie.
Yes. Yeah. You got it.
There you go, Don.
What the hell is the B movie?
It's the B movie.
The bee movie is about a bee who falls in
you for
love with
clearing
a
that up.
human.
Movie.
Yeah, he falls in love with a human. He tries to get her to marry her.
What's this?
This is simpler. You just said it.
Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Oh. There you go.
Woo! Amazing.
Remember the glasses?
I'm blind. I couldn't see. I had to move
Oh yeah,
closer.
right.
I had to move closer. I did.
What's this one?
Oh, this is cute.
Oh,
That is cute.
Meet the future of family.
I know
Family
this movie, but
Story.
I don't know the name.
Jimmy Neutron?
What do you
the
think?
hell?
Can I give him a hint?
The gadgets?
Yes, give him a hint.
You know what that is?
What do you think their last name is? It's a very American last name.
The Smiths?
Adam Family.
Keep on going.
Jones.
The Monsters.
Keep on going.
I Dream a Genie. What
It
is?
starts with the R.
Smith.
What's
Roberts.
an American last name starts with the R?
Robinsons.
Yes.
Meet the Robinsons.
Yeah. Slay.
Don's killing it.
Freddie,
Dawn
you're
is
losing.
killing
Get
it.
it together.
This is
Dawn's
her
got
animated
every
crap.
single one so far.
This is the stuff she wants. She goes to see in the movies. I don't like
What's this?
Huh? My favorite Martian.
That's a good guess, though.
What is this?
What do you
Kinda
think
like a
the
The
superhero.
Marvels.
No.
You know, it's like Blue Man or something. Blue.
There's no
Blue Lagoon.
No blue?
The blue lagoon.
They're not gonna
I
get this
saw
one. I
it.
don't think they're gonna
So-
get this one.
I dated a girl named
It's
Blue
Megamind.
Megamind.
Because he has a really big head.
Megamind?
Yeah.
Megamind.
That's the name of this?
Yeah, because he has a
Put some
really
poor
big
music- Put some
head.
poor music on.
Back to that. But
What's this one? I don't think anyone's gonna know this one.
The Flying Pianos.
no.
The Flying Walenda.
Think of the two main animals.
Where? There's no
It's
animals
not like
there.
Lady and the Tramp, the Aristocats, but the
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny's crazy.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs in there and 1 cat.
Oh, what's the name of that movie with the dogs?
I know what you're
Dalmatian.
thinking.
101 Dalmatians, but they're
No.
not Dalmatians.
I don't even know
You
this
know
one.
Yeah, I figured no one would
Say
know
it.
this one.
Me? But you have to guess.
No, say it. I mean,
I'll say it.
Royce, do you know it?
Do you know what it is?
I don't, but I want to say it's something along the lines of like all dogs go to heaven, but maybe
No.
not dogs.
Royce,
like
do you know
all
it?
That's
animals.
what Josh thought. Do you know what movie this is?
Is it like the Hound and like?
This movie
Ain't nothing
is
but a
Oliver.
hound dog?
The name of this
No.
movie is Oliver and Company.
Oh,
yeah,
I
should've
love
known
this
that.
movie. I love this movie.
What's the
It's
name of
so
the
good.
movie?
Oliver and Company.
Yeah, would not have done.
Oh, look,
It's so good. I love this movie. Okay, what's this movie?
the Frog movie.
It's not a frog.
Lizard Breath.
He's a robot.
You know this one?
No.
I know it. Yes, you do.
I
They're
mean,
not gonna get it.
This is a
not
good movie.
chameleon?
Fandango, right?
Oh.
No, you're close. You're close.
Is it not Fandango?
No.
That's a company.
Okay, what is it's Fan?
No, it doesn't start with fan.
Randango?
Yeah, I was gonna say something like that.
Play the clip. Roll the clip.
Name one of the Beatles.
I don't know the Beatles.
Ringo.
John Ringo.
Ringo.
You were one letter off. It's Rango. It's called Rango.
Rango.
Yeah, it's Rango.
Josh.
It could have been
Boy,
Ringo.
Asian movies they would never guess.
Johnny Depp.
What's this one?
Oh,
What?
That's that thing
That's
that
an anime.
that Zorro was. She was a character.
No.
Not the same one.
That's the same one?
Nope.
Looks the same.
I don't watch anime, so I do not.
I know what
this
it
one.
is. It's a very popular, like one of the most popular animes.
It was the first and only anime movie to win an Oscar.
It won an Oscar?
Yeah.
Like a
It
real
won
Oscar?
an Academy
I
Award.
believe Oscar.
Zara, you know what this
In like
is?
the early 2000s, it won an Oscar.
She. Roll the clip. They're not gonna get
Roll
it.
the clip. They're not gonna get it.
20 years ago.
Spirited Away.
It's
Yeah.
called Spirited Away. It's so good. It's a really, really good movie.
Oh yeah, Spirited Away. Give me a point.
What's this one?
Easy.
101
Rapunzel.
Dalmatians.
Rapunzel.
What's the name of the movies?
Tangled.
Yeah.
You know, why'd you put some sports in here and I have a chance?
Yeah, but if I do a game of sports, I'm not gonna know anything.
but
And neither
I can
are
give you
they.
sports
But
questions.
that's why the ESPN segment put your sports with my animation. It's like a Reese's cup.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I made the
Boom.
game, because it's animation.
Come on now.
What do you all share one brain? Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
Freddie,
pretty
how
much.
many different ways can you score points in the NFL? And
How
name
many
them.
different ways?
Can you score points in the NFL? Yeah.
There's 3, there's 2, there's 6.
No. How
eight.
do you do it? Like, what are the ways you can get points in the NFL?
Safety,
Mm-hmm.
touchdown,
Mm-hmm.
extra point,
Mm-hmm.
2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm.
You can kick for a point.
Yeah, you got it.
See,
Field
these are
goal?
concepts I would never understand
And field
because I
goal.
don't understand football whatsoever.
What was the Tennessee
all.
Titans formerly known as?
The Houston Oilers.
Oh, you do know this stuff. What?
She said what?
I'm just very impressed. I was like, that might be hard. That'd be a hard
Yeah, I don't-
question to say.
I don't get
Asking a
football.
man.
How many
Sports.
At all.
stadiums are in the NFL?
32.
30? No, 30.
That's old. There's 2 new ones.
Wow.
The Raiders are 1. What's the other new stadium besides the Raiders that came out? Another new stadium. The Raiders were new, yeah.
Well, yeah, the Raiders
We had the Raiders and we had somebody else.
and then they moved again.
Lo-fi.
Lo-fi.
St. Louis.
That's a tricky question because
They're telling her 30.
it's tricky because there are 30, but there are 2 new ones that came in. So there's really 32 even though they're playing 30.
Last question. What 2 teams in the NFL have a football in their logo?
What?
Oh, I know this.
What's the question?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Uh-huh.
How many?
2.
Oh,
If
I
he
know
gets this, I'm going to be so impressed.
You better get this.
He should better get this.
Tampa Bay and who else has a logo, football logo? Tennessee Titans?
No.
Who else has a logo?
Can I give him a hint? You
Oh,
wore
the Jets.
jersey. Yeah.
But that's not a logo. That's not a football.
What is it?
It's a football outline. That's a tricky question for the Jets.
That was
First
all
of
for
all, I don't see that team anymore. I don't know who they are. I don't recognize them. I burned my jersey yesterday in the backyard. Done.
you. It'll be out again next
You want
Sunday.
for the next
Were
one?
you wearing it
No.
yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna. Yeah, well,
I got
modern
rid of it.
gadget basically.
You wore
There
it
you go.
last
A
night.
That's a
totally
football.
football.
Yeah, it's a football.
It's
It's
even
not on
shaped
the
like a
helmet.
football.
It's not on the
That's,
helmet.
who has a football in the logo?
They got a new logo.
I was gonna say I was thinking of doing a game for the morning show tomorrow where you have to guess whether the flag is a country, a continent, or a state, and then see how it goes for him.
He's like, this is the state
Do
of
you know,
Tennessee.
I went home and I told the world that Mexico is in the. In
I was
the
like, there's
north.
no way. I saw that episode. I was like,
Crazy. And my son says to me, "You don't know nothing." I says, "You knew that?
there's
Of course.
North America, Central America, and South America.
North America, Mexico. Really?
Yes.
No.
I'm saying that
What?
Connected to us.
regions, yeah.
It's not connected to. It doesn't matter. You gotta
Mexico's
look-
connected.
Yeah, but it's in the South American.
No.
No.
Arizona.
no.
I've driven from Arizona to Mexico more than once in my life. They're connected.
Canada,
It's just
the
a
United
drive.
States, Mexico,
Remember?
North
They're
America.
connected.
Is Mexico next to Texas in this country?
Yes.
It's underneath,
Underneath
Texas.
it.
Underneath it.
Yes.
Mexico used to
God,
be
Freddie.
Texas, California. Like Mexico was a lot bigger.
South.
That whole thing was
It's
Mexico.
Down.
just down.
Show me a map of the United States.
Oh my God.
let's
play
play
the other
last game.
game.
Wait,
The last game.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more game.
Roll the clip.
I got a headache.
Roll the clip.
There's a clip?
Antonio.
Apparently so.
Today.
Okay.
There we go.
What's
that item? What is
Item
this?
one.
That's a toilet.
It's a reflector light.
Yeah, kind of.
Like a push button light?
No.
That's a light. It's a light you put on your phone.
On your phone.
It's a selfie light.
It's a selfie light.
It's a ring light. I didn't even know that. Yikes.
A selfie light. I love your graphics, guys.
Next, what is
Oh.
this?
Is that the thing? Is that the thing women use?
It's a gua
Guasha. Guasha.
Yes.
I thought it was the thing the women use.
We do. It's
not
for
on
your face. A
face.
gua sha.
Not on your
No,
face.
yeah, you use it on your
Very
face.
lymphatic.
Not in your
You
face.
can use it here. You can use it.
Oh, stop. That's disgusting.
Oh my God.
Where are you going with that, Freddie?
I thought it was that other thing.
What?
Is it also
What?
disgusting or what? Because
That
I would like
other
to know
thing
what is in his
to
mind.
Prevent children.
A gua sha. A gua sha.
Gua sha.
I thought it was the thing
What
to
is this?
That's the thing to prevent children.
A ring light?
No.
What they call us?
It's like a projector light, but there's a microphone with
No,
it.
there's
What are
something
the
over
colors
there.
of it? What
Oh,
do you
that's
think
a, that's a poof 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 poof. A puff breaker.
I don't
What do they
think
call
so.
it?
No, it's a sunset lamp.
What?
It's a sunset
Because
lamp?
it has the colors of
it's
the
a sunset. Yeah.
It's a sunset lamp.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what
it's
it's
like a
called.
sunset lamp or like an aura lamp.
A what lamp?
Aura. Like, it gives
Sunset.
off
And what do
an
you do
aura.
with that?
You have really pretty colors you can use for pictures and just to light up your room.
What
I
is
have one
this?
in my house.
You get high and you look at this all
Okay,
day.
this one
Oh
you
my
know.
God. Huh?
The hell is that? Do you know what that is?
A modem?
I'll
A
give you a
router?
hint.
Yeah.
What is it?
A modem? A
No.
router?
I'll give you a hint. It's something you can find in the kitchen aisle at Target.
The kitchen aisle.
It's a kitchen device.
Oh, is it like those bag sealers?
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was a knife sharpener.
So that's what I was gonna guess, but I was like, it looks like a box.
Look.
It just looks
Have
like
you ever
Vacuum
had one of
sealers.
those?
No.
I always wanted to get one, and whoever I'm with tells me no. What is wrong with people?
You should get it.
You should get it.
You
Do
should
you
get
know
it.
that you could save foods like months with this contraption?
Yes, it keeps the air out. Air is what causes mold.
Yes.
Really? I didn't know
You're
that.
such a teacher.
What
Now,
is this?
As a hockey puck.
No.
I don't know what that
As a
is.
lens cap.
Chipotle.
It's an Oreo cookie.
I want to say,
It's a
is
thing
it
to
like
move furniture with.
What's
Oh,
the
that's-
name? They look at the name. What do you think it is?
Chipolo?
What's the name?
Chipolo.
It's a Chipotle cap.
What's
a
the
coffee
game?
cup cap.
Chipolo is
Tracking
like
device.
the
Chip.
tracking device.
Yeah, it's like an air tag. Like you can put that on your keys
Oh.
to like
Wow.
track your keys and find them and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a tracker. There you go.
Wait a minute. Can I put this on people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we
can
get
put it in
a,
the
a
backpacks?
bunch of these, put it on people, create an animation of this place?
That's how people like air
Oh,
tags
no,
were like a
he's-
bad good thing because people would slip air tags into people's things. They
And
could
they
track
follow
them.
you home, yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
could
not
see
always
the
safe.
gears in Freddie's brain really
He
right
wants
now.
to create
Oh my
animation.
The
god.
light bulb went off. I don't
I've
know what you
seen
guys
like
did.
TikToks of people finding air tags like under car bumpers that people put there to track
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
It's really
heck
scary.
No.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. If
I
somebody ever did
know.
that to me, I'm gonna tell you, there'll be blood all over the place.
Ooh. Ooh.
Air tag, but I would like to do this for animation.
Aren't there any more?
No, that's all the games
That's
pretty
it.
much.
Nice job, you
guys
guys.
did a
Thank
good job.
you.
How you doing, Chelsea?
I'm doing well.
Do you know the Puerto Rican national anthem?
I very much do.
Is there any other Latino? Do you know the DR national anthem?
I don't, but I know like the melody of it. It's very like patriotic. Like the Puerto Rican one sounds like a Disney movie, and then like the DR one is very like national. Like it's very like
There's
patriotic.
only 6 of you in this sorority?
Has your
Oh, you got into a
Yes.
sorority?
I'm getting.
Latina sorority. Latina, she's Latin.
I'm about to be introduced there.
Inducted?
Yeah.
So you don't have to speak Spanish in your world?
No. Remember how it's a sorority for everyone. Like there's IFC, CPA,
But it's a
MPHC.
it's a Latin-based community. Shouldn't you speak a little Spanish?
I should be able to pronounce it.
Hola. ¿Dónde está?
Can men join?
No, it's a sorority. If there was
So why can't men be in?
There's co-ed fraternities and there's a fraternities.
This co-ed.
Like we
Really?
have
was
like
only
I
kidding.
like around I don't know where, but we have a trans sister. So like if you're like that, like we accept girls, like sisters,
What'd she
anybody.
say?
There's a trans sister.
A transistor that goes in the front.
Trans
sister.
Where is that buzzer?
So there's sororities.
please?
There's sororities that are all women. There's fraternities, which are men.
Those parts I know.
And then there's the fraternities that are co-ed.
Which why are they called
I
fraternities?
didn't.
Is that
I
for
didn't
boys
know
and
that
girls?
co-ed
What she was
fraternities
saying is,
existed.
if you're a trans woman, then you would be in a sorority, and if you're a trans man, you would be in a fraternity. But they're saying that they're accepting of transgender.
So if I'm a trans woman, let's go to the beginning. Is that a woman?
You would go into a sorority.
No.
If you were a man transitioning to a woman, therefore you are a trans woman.
And I
you
can
would
join
be
that
in
club?
a sorority.
Antonio, on that note.
Yeah, like wait, no.
I wanted to know.
Have
I'd
a
rather
great
be,
afternoon,
I'd rather
everyone.
be educated than to talk stupid.
Educate him. It is. Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Don't be so jealous. 'Cause I know
Enough.
the
Wrap it up.
information.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. We're getting. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.